surrender after I've spoken to Niki Naki Noxa Nuidu. I've already been to his house. You there. It's a dark, rough-skinned gargoyle. To have nothing to say to you, false prophet. Well, hang on. Yes? You just told me to come and see you. You have to surrender first. Northwest. Lord Draxinusum. Now then, you see a large winged gargoyle of regal bearing. To express astonishment at your audacity, false prophet. Okay, so I need to surrender. To be able to surrender. Ooh. To be willing to die to save my people. Yes. To grant me your life. Yes. Why? Because that's what the game needs me to do. Well, it's sacrifice, isn't it? What you told me about. The gargoyle shows you a crystal amulet dangling from a leather cord. He's to consent to wear this. Yeah. Trusted Dubray whispers frantically to you, you mustn't, it's some sort of magical trap. It's a trap. The gargoyle waits impatiently for an answer. Yes or no? Yeah. Gargoyle hands the amulet and you slip the loot over your head. You surprise me with the nobility of your deed, to no longer be a threat to my people, to bid you travel on my people, taught they'll learn our ways, to inform you when the time of your sacrifices come. Ah. Yeah, while we're here, to greet Slegnor out of the Underworld. See the amulet of submission around your neck, to consider your acceptance of this both noble and wise, to observe that you are not a being of evil, to regret for your sake then that you are fated to destroy the world, to have wreaked great havoc in this land by your theft of the codex, to have no choice but to return it, to see only two alternatives, to return the codex and to give up your life. Do not know where the codex is, but to remember that Captain Bolesh just returned from the codex. Seek him and try the healer's house to the north. And a sacrifice. Yes, to know of the three meanings of that word. To ask which type of sacrifice you refer. Self. Remind your willingness to sacrifice your life for the good of my people. But to doubt that this is the meaning of the prophecy. Sacrifice others. What? Says that you can atone for your misdeed by bathing in the blood of others. Okay, what about value? To know of only one item of true value, the codex itself. Surely not to destroy the codex. No, perhaps to have another alternative. Yes, to return the codex to the vortex and to be available to both peoples. Okay. To actually go to the Hall of Knowledge south of here to read the Book of Ritual. They also get the vortex lens. Then to return here where I will tell you what must be done. What was the other thing off value? Both. Be able to see the vortex from both sides of the world to benefit both each is returned. So only two alternatives. Okay. Book of Ritual. Knowledge and Gwinnett. You see an old winged gargoyle, no device crafted of glass and metal rests upon his face. Yes. To inquire the reason for this interruption. To be called a caretaker in lieu of a name. To be honoured by being allowed to perform my duties. Careful of artifacts that rest in the hall. To keep the treasured artifacts chambers. To have 3 rooms here. Artifacts from the Underworld in the human chamber to the east. Keep valuable books in the Librum chamber to the west. And to keep the cube and lens in the vortex chamber to the south. Cube. To regret that item is lost, stolen by human thieves years ago. To have heard the humans mention the name Stonegate as they fled. I haven't been to Stonegate. I've heard that they would sail through Lost Hope Bay. Stonegate. Expect it was someplace in the human-filled underworld. So they class the surface as the underworld because they're at the bottom or the top. Lens. Find what you want. Seeking the vortex chamber. 3 rooms here. Underworld. Cube lens. Underworld. Believe the Underworld to believe unite as Britannia. How am I supposed to get in? Rituals. Librum. Fields. I'll just have to dispel them then. Book of Ritual. Translation. He dwellers I, Naxatilor, right tower, brought the codex to our land and thereby ushered in time of prosperity. With the help of the lens maker, I crafted the vortex lens by which I could see the codex where it originally rested. I created the vortex cube to focus the power of the moon gates to draw the vortex down upon the world. Then I used the lens to form an image of the codex upon the cube. The vortex touched our plane and the image became solid, and the codex was brought down to use properly by a race. Okay, so I need a lens and the cube. Book of the Underworld. Deep below this land is another land. In that land lives many strange creatures. Most interesting of these creatures look something like our wingless ones. These demons, however, are pale and soft. Some say that these demons from the Underworld can speak, and to be sure, make sounds that are similar to our language. But as everyone knows, no creature without wings is truly intelligent. Fables of talking demons must be discredited. Prosperity. Long ago, the great seer Naxatilor summoned the codex of this world. Thus began the great time of prosperity. The codex was placed in the Temple of Singularity, there to be viewed by those requiring its knowledge. Seers of the land, led by Naxatilor, protect the codex at the force field. Only those upon sacred quest for wisdom are allowed to reach and read the codex. Within the codex is written one right and true answer to any problem. One has but to read the codex, read it, and interpret the advice properly. With perfect wisdom and infallible knowledge, all that remains is to have the control, passion, and diligence required to follow the proper course. These are the underpinnings of our society, and so our race is able to use the codex wisely and well. This is the reason why the codex exists, to lead the Gargoyle race to ultimate prosperity. Book of Family. When a child hatches from his egg, he's born without wings, but even from birth one can tell whether the child will grow up to be a winged or wingless one. The wingless ones cannot speak and lack the intelligence of the winged ones. They must be guided. The winged ones are few, but they are entrusted with the intelligence and wisdom of the race they must guide. Both winged and wingless ones spring from the same eggs, and both belong to the same family. All function as a single whole, better maintain the struggle for survival in our world. Book of Administration. For countless ages, we winged ones have led the wingless ones. This is right and proper. But we must always remember that they are no less valuable than we. A body with no head cannot move, but neither can a body with no legs. All must function in unity and achieve as if anything is to be achieved. So guide the wingless ones, keep them from passive error, but guide them with respect. Okay. A pair of pants and a rolling pin. Nice. Okay, so do I need to go back and talk to him again? To be honoured by the presence, it feels blah blah blah. As the state present conversation. You'll summon me when it's time to kill me. Okay. The vortex lens, foolish human. Go to the hall and get the lens. Bring it to me personally. Alright. Hell. I'll just break into your museum, shall I? You know. Kinda didn't look like it was supposed to be just taken away. Broken. See that the focus lens is no longer whole. Go to the lens maker. His house is northeast of here. Go get the lens repaired there, then return with the whole lens. Oh my god! Fetch quests. You see a strong winged gargoyle warrior. He is sorely wounded. Gargoyle struggles to sit up. False prophet! But wear the amulet of submission, then express aura at your honor and courage. Bullish leader. To lead what remains of our forces into battle. We've recently returned for a mission to your side of the world to have tried to reach the Codex. To have had a victory between our claws, but to have been thwarted on the verge of success, to have encountered an impervious force field around the Codex. To know that such a field surrounded the Codex when my people possessed it. To remember that only those on sacred quests, yes, could pass. To receive a sacred quest at the Temple of Singularity, but to be uncertain whether human request will be answered there. To find the temple in the mountains to the north. You need to fly to get there, though. That's why I need the balloon. The goods crafter. What's that? A fishing rod. Karma's going up. Weaponsmith. Gargoyle belt. See a young, nervous-looking gargoyle. The false rabbit. Thank you for your upcoming sacrifice. To greatly respect your nobility and courage by. Do not understand what this means. Use of all. To give these wares to any gargoyles need them. I invite you to look around at my wares as well. So I have a few items available. To be far less adept than my former master. To be master weaponsmith now, although to have been recently a simple apprentice. Great regret the loss of my master killed during the disasters, but to carry on face adversity. And certainly not to lose all passion for life like the worthless good crafter. Surely not the disasters, but survive the earthquakes have to. Let's go. Considering to discredit to the race, most of all to cause him a dishonour to my late master. Cheapen all our loss, all of our grief by self-pity to have lost my master, father to me, control, blah blah blah. Passion for life dishonours us, abandoning our principles. Feel that the Ghostcraft needs a trip to the catacombs. Yes, to visit them myself once long ago, to find the shrines of our three principles, control, passion, diligence, speak with these shrines and meditate to receive new insight. To not remember where the catacombs are, to be sent there at the Temple of Singularity. To find that in the north, in the mountains, you have to be able to fly. Okay, so we've got to go to the temple, which will then send us on a quest. Ally those unknown names. The sacrificial slab. Been here before then. Those who have been sacrificed. There, yes. Looks familiar. Altar of Singularity. Within this chamber rest the bones of kings. Okay. So this is where we need to use the balloon. Really want to stop people getting in, don't they? Just in case the sodding eruptions destroy the balloon. Finally, Cowstone Pyramid. As you face the altar, a voice rings in your head. You understand it perfectly, but you certainly can't recognise the language. That's far travel, not much to achieve. May the wisdom imparted here help purify thy inner flame. What do you seek, Avatar? Quest. Look deep inside the self-avatar and answer this. For whom do you truly seek the Codex? Well, it's going to be for both, isn't it? The answer is wise. But how canst thou truly work for the good of a race whose ways you do not understand? Go to the catacombs of control, passion, and diligence. In each you will find the final resting place of the being who most exemplifies that principle. Return when thou hast found these catacombs. Diligence. Diligence. Diligence is one of the guiding principles of the Gargoyle race. Go to the catacombs of diligence near the coast to the south of it. How do you find them? Oh, okay. They look like dungeons. There's one there. There'll be one up there. Yes. Oh, that's where I wound up when I was trying to go to the shrines. And I was going to the wrong place. That's how I can use the moon gate. Principle. Right. The Book of Circles. It's got some circles on it. All begins with the three principles. Control, passion, and diligence. From control springs direction, from passion springs feeling, from diligence springs persistence. These three virtues are no more important than the other five. Control combines with passion to give balance. Passion combines with diligence to yield achievement, and diligence joins control to provide precision. The absence of control, passion, and diligence is chaos. Thus, the absence of the principles points towards the seventh virtue order. The three principles unify form singularity. This is the eighth virtue, but it is also the first, because within singularity can be found all the principles and thus all the virtues. Circle has no end, continues forever, with all parts equally important in the success of the whole. Our society is the same. The two continues forever, with all members and all virtues equal parts of the unified whole. Codex of Ultimate Wisdom. Not there anymore. Book of Prophecies. Ah. We put that back. No, it will let me. I tried. You saw. I tried to put it back.